Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Good. Hey, welcome back to the amazing Midwest Tiny Living video smorgasbord, I guess. Maybe that's what we're going to call it. Today we're going to unbox this bad boy, which is the TwinFresh Comfo. This is our heat recovery ventilator. This is a whole house ventilation system. So what this is for is it cycles air in and out of the house. So every 70 seconds, well, there's a bunch of different functions of it, but one of the things that you can do, which I like to set it at, is for every 70 seconds, it brings old stale air out of the house and then brings fresh air back into the house. So that's good for humidity, just old air, anything like that. It's really important to have clean, fresh air inside of your house. It's a very important thing in general. So we make sure to install one of these on all of the houses that we put together now. Let's see how this thing comes together. Ooh, this top whole thing is kind of like a, all right, so there's nothing really, this is just some packaging right off the bat. Let's see here, get rid of that. What you see here is the user's manual and installation manual, because it's kind of confusing on how this stuff works. This is a foam pad for some insulation, so when you put the unit on the wall, this is kind of like a air barrier and a seal. Pretty cool. This, we don't need that. I felt like the Swedish Chef. I don't know if you watched, the Muppets with the Swedish Chef? He'd thrown the food all over everywhere. Anyway, this guy is your mounting template. So this goes on the wall. This is where the hole is going to go. And then you have these where your electricity is going to go if you need your electric to go through that too. So very important. Save that. Maybe don't just like kick things out when you're doing it, because I know the pieces that I don't necessarily need, which is fine. A little box of screws, I'm sure. This is the inside part. So this is what you're going to see on the inside of your house. It's a white vent. So on this side, you have a couple of different settings. The user manual will tell you how to go through these settings, but this will be a high setting, a low setting, and then this is going to be for inside air, outside air, or straight bringing air in, or straight bringing air out. So there's a couple of different settings on how this works. On the back side, you can see this fan, and now this fan is very, very quiet. A lot of times when I turn these on just to even test them, it's almost imperceptible that this is actually running. It's so quiet, you can't hardly hear it. And this one is just a regular 110. You just plug it into the wall. So that's pretty good. Really easy to operate, really easy to put in. The exterior unit is this section here. So what this does, this will go on the outside. And what this does is protect it from any animals from getting inside there, as well as rain. So then all of the water runs right off, and then there's a little drip cap here that drips any moisture away from the siding and things like that. So that's your exterior section. It's gray. On this house, everything's going to be black, so we're going to scuff this up and probably paint this black so it matches a little bit better. This piece here, let me move this box out of the way. This is the main core of this whole deal. And how this system works is right in here. So what you get, let me see if I can pull this so you can see this. This is the coolest part. So this is a heat recovery system. So inside here, this is a ceramic core, okay? So when air passes through this is why this is pretty cool. So on the inside of the house, say it's hot and say it's cold outside. So when it brings air out, that warm air heats up this ceramic core and pushes that through outside. And then when you bring in the cold air from the outside, this already has heat built into it, so that air flows back through it, recovers some of that heat so you're not bringing cold air back in. It tempers it a little bit, puts it back into the house, and it's actually warmed up a little bit. Same thing happens in the summertime when it sucks air out and it's cool on the inside. This will cool down, and then it'll bring that warm air in, but then it'll cool it out because of this ceramic core. I really like this feature. It works really well. We've got this in a couple of our houses already. It's a super slick fan, and it works really well for what we've got going on. For tiny houses, there's a lot of moisture issues in tiny houses, so this is one way to get rid of that. This is a Vents USA. This is a TwinFresh Comfo vent. So that's the general unboxing of the TwinFresh Comfo. Thanks for watching this video. We'll do some more of this going in too, so you can see kind of how it works. I'll try to shoot a video of how loud this is, or how quiet it is, really, so you can see just, I mean, even when it's on, it's just almost dead quiet. You wouldn't even know it's on. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.